Last year, Acura dusted off a beloved name from its not too distant past and applied it to an all-new four-door compact hatchback sedan. The 2023 Integra replaced the ILX in Acura's model lineup, and for 2024, the Integra gets a significantly hotter performance model in this, the 2024 Integra Type S. This is one of the hottest performance compacts on the market today, so let's check it out. In place of the 200 horsepower turbocharged 1.5-liter four-cylinder of other Integras, the Type S gets a snarky turbocharged 2.0-liter four that cranks out 320 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. Peak horsepower comes at 6,500 RPM on the way to a lofty, exciting 7,000 RPM redline. This is the same basic engine that's in the Honda Civic Type R, and in fact, since the Civic and Integra share much of their underpinnings, you can really consider the Type S to be a slightly classier, slightly more grown-up version of the Civic Type R. Not too grown-up though. This car is kind of like a frat boy that graduated and got himself a corporate job, but he can't stop from saying bruh in staff meetings. The Type S sports a number of exterior touches that set it apart from other Integras, and all of these touches serve the high performance mission. We've got a aggressive looking front fascia with a larger grille opening and large air ducts that cool the front brakes, a lightweight aluminum hood with an integral vent that relieves underhood pressure, wide body fender flares all around, and these are to cover the wheels that are 1.5 inches wider than other Integras. They're 19-inch wheels that mount Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, a very sticky summer performance tire. We've also got upsized Brembo brakes all around. We've also got Type S badges all around, and body side sills under the doors that tie the front and rear fenders together visually. In the back of the Type S, the aggressive look continues with a diffuser style rear fascia, a rear spoiler. This is actually the optional carbon fiber spoiler that tacks on another $950, and plus size triple outlet exhaust tips that look every bit as snarky as the Type S's exhaust note sounds. And like all Integras, the Type S is a hatchback, but the Integra hides its hatchback functionality quite well within its fastback sedan body shape. But you get all the functionality of a hatchback with a nicely sized liftgate, a good sized cargo area, and fold down rear seats. A more upscale interior is one of the main assets of the Integra Type S over a Civic Type R. This is an Acura, so we've got a little bit more upscale interior trimmings, though this is not quite at the level of a BMW or a Mercedes or even an Audi. But the Type S gets a number of exclusive touches. We've got a perforated leather wrapped steering wheel with contrast stitching, a very nice short throw shifter with a suede boot, contrast stitching there as well. The Type S is manual only, so this 6-speed is mandatory, but it is a fabulous shifting transmission. The Integra Type S's front seats are a key differentiator between it and the Civic Type R. In general, these are just a little more hospitable in everyday driving than the Type R seats, which have 0 power adjustments, fixed headrests, and not as many adjustments as the Type S's seats. Here, the driver's seat has 12-way power adjustment, including lumbar, and these are basically tweaked versions of the seats in other Integras. Stiffer padding on both the seat bottom and seat back bolsters that hold you in place a little bit better in aggressive cornering. We do have adjustable headrests here, and some faux suede upholstery also helps grip your backside a little better. So more hospitable in everyday driving, but they'll still hold you in place pretty well in aggressive cornering. And like the Civic Type R, the Integra Type S only seats 2 in the back seat. They've taken out provisions for a rear seat middle passenger, which is probably fine because there's not a lot of space for 3 wide back there anyway. But there are some other skimping as well. They've just plunked cup holders in the middle of the seat cushion. There's no fold down armrest. There's also no air vents for rear seat passengers. So while the Type S is more comfortable than most sporty vehicles, by the standards of a regular four-door sedan, especially a luxury brand vehicle, not particularly great in the back seat. But enough talk, let's see what all these performance enhancements feel like on the road. Let's take it for a drive. So from behind the wheel, the Type S does feel a little more pleasant and upscale than the Civic Type R, but there's still plenty of road noise. These Michelin Pilot Sport tires are quite noisy, and they also seem to pick up every little pebble and bit of gravel in the road and kick it up into the fender wells if you're driving on a gritty surface. The engine exhaust note is delightfully snarky, but even that can get a little droning over time. There are 3 different driving modes in the Type S. You've got Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus, as well as an individual driving mode that lets you customize parameters. I don't notice a really big difference between these driving modes. Right now we are in Sport. The suspension is a little bit stiffer, but not a lot. And in any setting, the ride is on the stiff side. So this really is a little bit more focused on high performance than cushy isolation. The Type S comes standard with a 9-inch infotainment screen, which seems to be about the bare minimum even for a mainstream brand vehicle these days. Some of the other luxury brand vehicles feel like they have Acura beat in terms of infotainment robustness, but you're probably going to be focused more on corner carving in this car, so maybe that's not that big a deal. Honda and Acura really do manual transmissions well, and the Type S is no exception. This is a fantastic feeling short throw shifter, very snickety smooth and mechanical feeling. The clutch pedal is nice as well. There's good feedback, but it's light enough that it doesn't get tiresome when you're stuck in stop and go traffic. There's also an automatic rev matching feature on downshifts, which makes you feel like a real pro. The Type S also comes standard with an upgraded ELS 3D sound system with 16 speakers. And that's a good thing because you're going to need to turn it up pretty high to hear the music clearly over the noise of these tires. All Integras, Type S included, come only with front-wheel drive, and honestly, 320 horsepower is about the maximum that I would want to push through the front wheels. When you really get on the gas, you can feel the steering wheel squirm a little bit in your hands from the torque steer. It's worth noting that several of the Type S's competitors, be they mainstream or luxury brand, offer all-wheel drive. So all in all, the Integra Type S mostly succeeds in being an upscale, slightly classier version of the Civic Type R, but its track rat tendencies are never too far from the surface. You will be paying a toll in ride quality and road noise. The base Integra starts at a little under $33,000, but the Type S is significantly more expensive. It's $51,995 to start, and as equipped, this test vehicle checked in at $53,785. Now that's a significant step up from the Civic Type R's starting price of around $45K, and it pushes the Type S into the realm of other luxury brand vehicles, many of which look and feel a little more prestigious and grown up. However, if you're a fan of this kind of snarky track wrap performance, but you want a little more sophistication and you don't mind paying for it, the Integra Type S could still be for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And if you want to read my full review, you can find it at Cars.com.